Hello everybody and welcome. This is an unusual way to communicate with everybody, but it's the best that we've got so far. So this is a video for Honors English 11 students. If you're not an Honors English 11 student, you're watching the wrong video. Please check out the title of the video in this, the videos in this channel, and make sure that you're watching the video that relates to your specific class. Okay, so now that we're all in the right place, let's get started. How things are going to work as we move forward is we're going to provide one of these videos, we're going to call them weekly updates, at the beginning of every week. This update is going to feature any new announcement or a response to a commonly asked question, and then we're going to get into the calendar. Once we get into the calendar, we'll talk about some specifics, things we need to know to complete the coursework, and then we'll wrap up. Of course, if you have any additional questions or anything like that, just post them to the group chat so that everyone can see, and we can make sure that we iron out any of the questions or concerns that way. A couple quick things before we get started too, just as far as policy goes. We know moving forward that none of the work we're going to be completing during this time off will be 4 points. Now, this is for a variety of reasons that I've already explained in a Google Doc that I sent to the group chat. So if you're curious to know more about grading or due dates or anything like that, please check those docs because all of those details are listed there. We also want to keep in mind that all of the assignments are going to be due to Turnitin.com. So that's how we're going to move forward. Of course, if you have any questions, just let me know. I just want to reiterate that this is not an ideal form of conducting class, but I think it's the best we can do given our current limitations. So again, I thank you for your flexibility and your understanding during this time. So let's get into this week's calendar. Okay, so let's check out these calendars. Our first week calendar is for Monday the 16th and Wednesday the 18th. Now, I know you're getting this a little late, and I appreciate your flexibility here, but this information is, we're trying to do the best we can as soon as this information is available to us. So for Monday's class, this is exactly what we had planned on the last week. We're just going to finish our contact zone essay proposal, and we're going to finish the outline, and you're going to post that to Turnitin.com. Now for Wednesday's class, this is extremely important. What you're going to do is read Chapter 8 from a book called Writing Analytically. Now, this is posted online. You're going to focus on what they have to say regarding intros and conclusions. Now, typically when you write an intro or a conclusion, the information seems kind of clunky, and in the conclusion it's always kind of redundant. And we want to get away from this model because the contact zone essay is more sophisticated than a simple 5-paragraph essay. Writing Analytically gives us new strategies, new tools that we can use to write those sophisticated intros and conclusions. So pay close attention to the advice that those writers give you. What you're also going to do on Wednesday is write a draft of your introduction for your contact zone essay using any of the strategies from Writing Analytically. And you're going to post that to Turnitin.com, just the introduction draft. Now you'll also see that on the right-hand side, we have this thing called extra credit. I want to reiterate here that there is no extra credit. There's no credit for any of this work aside from the credit that you're giving your mind. And that's the most important extra credit. So if you have some time and you want to continue to do work to become a better reader and writer, check this out. So for this week, the extra work that we can do is we're going to check out the sample essays that are posted online, and we want to look closely at their introductions and their conclusions. If we have advice that we can give to those writers about what we've learned in Writing Analytically, then think about what that advice is and compare it to the draft that you created on Wednesday's class. Okay, so that's it for this week. Again, you can expect another one of these next week. Again, Sunday night, probably Monday morning, and we're going to go through and clearly explain the work that we're going to be taking on those Mondays and those Wednesdays. Typically this work looks like around an hour or so. And then if you have any other questions or concerns, feel free to post them to the group chat. You can also reach me directly through GroupMe or even just sending me an email, and I'll do my best to respond. These are really unusual times, so again, I thank you for your flexibility. Thank you for your continued engagement in our course. I think it's really important work that we're doing, and I look forward to carrying on in this new kind of capacity. So until then, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.